touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Now the fourth-year man, it's Cam Akers.
Boy, shifts past him, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw taken in by Diggs.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Titans first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Pickett. A short one there, caught by Likely.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Yeah, they held them to just 7 points, and if you rewatch the game tape, and I did multiple times, it was amazing to me that the other guys even got 7. They were absolutely dominating on that side of the football.
Going for Bateman, he's got him on the out route.
So he stopped for no gain, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high. In fact, you'd absolutely be stunned to come away with a loss.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
On that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Here's a Tennessee native from just outside of Memphis, Ken Walker.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line.
Now 2nd and 5.
At the 6-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Now he's loose at the 40. Now look out. He's to the 20.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Kenneth Walker with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Pickett now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
Oh, an absolutely filthy joke. He's got some space now. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
To the air on first down with Pickett.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Give that sack to Nakobe Dean.
And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Now Pickett. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Isaiah Likely the target that time.
And that'll make it third down.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
They held them to just 7 points, and in reviewing the game tape, I'm wondering how they got the 7. I actually wrote a note to myself. How did they even score? The way they were playing, absolutely dominating on their side of the ball.
Here's Pat O'Donnell on now to punt it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. And I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, it's Walker.
There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Ken Walker
with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 14-0. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays.
And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field.
And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line.
That's good for the Titans. First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Pickett will look to throw it here. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
This one to Bourne out on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
That's another Tennessee Titan. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Back to throw. Pickett.
It's complete to Diggs. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
They'll throw again with Pickett.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett.
And that will be incomplete as well. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And this one is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
Might he be on his way to a record-setting performance here, Charles? 2nd quarter, and the yardage number already ridiculous.
And they always talk about just focusing on the next play, but sometimes it's okay to dream big because
I'm focusing on the 4th quarter already.
Listen, I don't blame you, though, because we could be witnessing some type of history here, and it's being done by him and, of course, the big guys up front who are creating the holes for him to run through.
Yeah, they've all been good so far.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
3rd and 2.
From the shotgun, it's Young. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. They'll try to throw down. Young.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A 1st down throw for Young.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
1st down, Bengals.
Young on 1st down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Young on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Oh, look at the juke. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Again, it's Young. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They go play action. Young on the move to his left. Touchdown, Bengals.
Davis Allen
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Titans offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And Diggs has it. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Pickett. Going deep for Diggs. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports half. And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 209 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And Walker once more. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ready. Straight ahead, Walker. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. 20! And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a gain of 35. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Young off the bootleg. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jackson Smith-Njigba with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback. Barrios deciding not to bring it out. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Pickett able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Escaping the pressure right. And some room to roam now. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there, because to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. Here's Pickett. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nakobe Dean able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Pickett. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Keely Ringo brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The 1st sack of his NFL career. And his kick here is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Bengals.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back now in Nashville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The Titans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Pickett back to throw.
And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here we go, shot.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
And incomplete on the deep ball. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Hurry, hurry. Trouble, 38. Ready?
Young off the play fake.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
2nd down, Young. And his throw here's incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Here we go, here we go.
Pickett now on 1st down. A short one there, caught by Likely.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
From the gun, here's Pickett. A short one there, caught by Likely.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
And the Titans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
That's another Titans first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And able to work his way down to the 16. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Pickett sets up play action.
Completes it to the tight end, Smythe.
And the Titans are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Complete to Durham Smythe. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Pickett.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Pickett now, 3rd and goal. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Looking to throw, Young.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Ready?
First down, Bengals.
Walker with another carry.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
9 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Bengals, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive.
They're brought out by a veteran who's been around a long time and done it at a high level for a long time, a starter for parts of a dozen years in the league, Andy Dalton.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
We know they're going to be tough to throw on top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
Dalton. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 catches, 95 yards.
And he was able to pull that last pass in, but he's going to face a tall order here because he's going up against the number 2 unit in the NFL against the pass.
Here's Dalton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on, a big call coming on 3rd down.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on 3rd down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had him on the ropes there. 3rd down incompletion, 4th down upcoming. Instead,
he's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Pat Fryermuth, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. Bringing them out is the number 1 overall pick this year, Heisman Trophy winner at Alabama, Bryce Young.
we're seeing... league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
A play fake, now Young. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a chance. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. Back to Robinson now on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle. 2nd and 10. Young. Outright to Smith-Njigba. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball.
Oh, Young loses it. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that 6th sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him This is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Dalton. His throw incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Passing, it's Dalton. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Robinson on a give right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The Bengals in the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. It's Young off play action. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. That's Anthony Barr coming in from his linebacker spot to bring him to the ground. Young on 3rd down. And complete to Smith-Njigba. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. Robinson will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
And no return. goes, and they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Isaiah Pacheco and the offense back out.
A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw here, Dalton.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man, Sammy sideline.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's taken at around the 40. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Now Young. Look as he throws there, incomplete.
We're listening so far as the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
Isaiah Pacheco and the offense back out.
We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10.
Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slant. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 2nd down, Dalton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Dalton. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Another chance for Dalton. And his pass incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
368.
Third down, a shot here for Dalton.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Final play of the half. Young gonna let one fly for Robinson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have reached halftime here, and it's
message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
So here are the Bengals set to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
They'll come up now 3rd and
3. Young to throw it. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line? So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep one. But he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
He finds Smith and Jigba.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the 1st.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the 2nd half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's...
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick,
and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Following the interception, Young. And his throw is going to be incomplete. They take to the air on the first play of the drive, and the pass just a little bit off there.
I thought there was some turbulence in the pocket there. Took him off platform, off schedule, unable to get set and make a nice throw.
A 2nd down throw for Young.
Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. Throwing, Young.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down. Young off the bootleg. Rolling to his right.
He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. So Dalton now. Brandon Ayuk. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch it. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Pacheco gets it, tries the left side.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That stop for a loss made by Damone Clark from his linebacker spot.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
That's complete out left to Ayuk.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Butker on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And they'll cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is Do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Abanikanda on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And they'll go again with Abanikanda. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Dalton slow, complete here to Ayuk. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down. Dalton, 1st and 10. He's got Ayuk once again. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset.
But just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. Dalton.
And he is caught. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line. Here's Dalton. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Now Dalton. And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness, that could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Big spot. Andy Dalton. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Dalton wants to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. All right, here's Dalton. For left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And the Cardinals are going to be set up for the 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So now Dalton to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Here it is, 4th and goal.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So now the Bengals down by a field goal, 25 seconds remaining. And their 4-game winning streak in great danger. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
They'll come up now on second down.
Here's Young. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. Now Young.
He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that should just about put this one in the win column for the Cardinals. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Well, Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us. Not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them.